Hello, welcome to my life on paper. I am Brianna and I am so glad you are here. I am doing a design team layout for Crafting Dragon Design on Etsy. I'm also playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life, her 30 Days of Sketches, Series 18. The sketch today is by Lyssa Flanagan, who is Bangs and Glasses on YouTube and on Instagram. I have a photo here that um, printed in a black and white of Jillian getting her makeup done after she got her hair done for her wedding. That is my oldest daughter who got married last September. I pulled out just pieces, just scraps from my stash and found this beautiful script paper. So I used that for my frame, and then I did uh, do another mat on the craft paper. And then I have these tickets, and then these postage stamps are from the grungy, no, sorry, steampunk florals from Crafty Dragon Designs on Etsy. I will have that linked below. And then I will also have Lyssa with Bangs and Glasses at her YouTube as well as her Instagram. I will also have the Facebook group for Chrissy's Beautiful Life. And then I also have a code uh, for Crafting Dragon Designs, Brianna 10, and you can get 10% off at checkout. So I usually have a spray bottle of water at my scrapbook table. I'm currently in flux because I am moving my craft room. Currently, it's in my unfinished basement. Before it was in my finished basement, and it's going to be going upstairs into a bedroom with light. So I can't wait, but I couldn't find it. So I just grabbed this dish of water with a spoon, and I just needed a little dribble of water. And I'm using Vintage Photo to get some color down. You can see I am not being very careful, but this is the packaging technique. I haven't done this for a while, and so it's a good way to get some color down. I will next grab some Victorian Velvet. It's like a nice pink shade, but I don't get as much of that down, and more of that gets covered up, which is okay. So you won't see that much of that. Now, I wanted to speak to my photo. I use the Project Life picture app. Now, I could have just printed this photo 4x6 and then trimmed it into a 4x4, but a light bulb went on in my head. And I have used the Project Life app before to make a 4x4 photo, and then you can get two 2x2s on there. And what you can do is you can do a photo, or you can use some of the pocket cards to make little like embellishments. And so that's what I did. I do have this wood grain um, stamp that I've used it for the first time. I didn't put it on a black. I just wanted it kind of not perfect. I didn't do a great job of not getting lines on the side, but most of this gets covered up again, so it's okay. I'm not stressing about it. Here are the postage stamps from the steampunk florals. They're printables. And I did use that vintage photo to give it some color on the outside. There is some color to the postage stamp, but I just wanted a little bit darker to make it kind of pop off the page. These again were just some scraps from my color box. And so just a couple different shades of brown here that I'm getting to layer in because Lyssa has this fun layout that turns out to be perfect for these postage stamps. And I love the feel, the vibe uh, with these postage stamps that go with the black and white photo. You can see on the right there, I also printed the tickets to this collection. I don't end up using the tickets. I will have to absolutely use those on a different page. So be watching for that coming up later this month. Along with the tickets came these tags. So I'm going to use those. But I knew I would be tucking the tags in, so I wanted to trim off part of it so that I could use it as another one of those blocks around the page. Be sure to check out the links in the description box. It's been fun to go into the album in the Facebook group and see everybody else's take on the sketches. There is a lot of contributions there. I know I say it time and time again, but I'm just really surprised and impressed and in awe of how far paper can go with scrapbooking. Like, you don't need that much paper in your collection, although so many of us do have so much, that you can just make a beautiful page. And I just have a couple of scraps here, and mostly it's the embellishments. Of course, that doesn't prevent me from still shopping for paper and bringing it home, even though I have enough paper to last me a lifetime. I don't think I've said it for a while, but you are all always welcome to come over to my house and scrapbook with me, and you can use all my supplies because I have plenty. I'll warn you, I don't have a video for tomorrow, but I will have one the two following days, so be watching for those. My plan is just to jump in where I can, and so far I've been doing good with one every day. I am going to skip one this coming, well, tomorrow, and I'm sure you'll see me skip a couple days in the future as well. So here I'm just going around and layering those postage stamps. Some of them go over, some of them go under. I am closely following the schedule, though it looks I mean, for guidance, I guess, because it will look different. Um, but I do like a sketch to follow. I do like a grid pattern like that you can follow. Um, that way I'm getting the pattern paper all over the page as well as getting those postage stamps kind of varied as well. So now that I pretty much like the layout and how it's going, I am going to get those glued down with my ATG. So I've got um, all the background papers or all the pattern papers down with the ATG, and then I am going to use foam adhesive tape to give the postage stamps a little bit of lift. Now that one in the left side over there I have already glued down flat, but most of the others will get popped up. I've been loving using these printables by Crafty Dragon Designs. They would work for so many different things, but for Jillian's wedding photos, like before wedding, during wedding, uh, even for the reception, they're working just perfectly. And I am putting an album together for Jillian. I'll start with that and then I'll figure out what photos I want to do for a little to add to our family album. I will link the Etsy shop for the printables as well as the Facebook group for Crafty Dragon Designs so that you can see we're all using the same collection this month, so you can see what other people are making with the same collection. There'll be lots of different things from cards to junk journals, and anything you can think of. I make sure that everything is glued down so that I'm not going to lose anything. And then I go and find a title. This was from Creative Memories from a sticker sheet from a wedding um, collection. And then this is the only one I will place crooked. I don't know if that bothers people or not. I almost felt like it was kind of like, I don't know. I like the way it looked because you can see um, part of the design, but it almost looks like it's kind of falling, right? Like it was stuck to the page and now it's kind of falling off. I liked it. So I do take this, I believe it's antique linen, and I sprinkle it around. It does look like a goldish. And the last thing I will do is add um, Jillian, for certain things at the wedding, she had used this ribbon. And so I'm going to get some of this ribbon onto the page. I thought that was perfect. And it does go with, the florals, with the stems. So I'm going to struggle with getting, I, I, I knew what I was doing, or I didn't know what I was doing. I, I realized I should have put them down right away, but I was like busy making the page. So I don't usually thread my tags while they're glued down, and it's not that I forgot about them because I certainly didn't, but I just didn't have time to do that. So I went ahead and now it makes this a little bit harder, but do use my scissors to push the the ribbon through. Um, but I still struggle with it. And then that'll be the last thing I do. Now you're going to see some wobbly footage at the end because I forgot on my finishing video to uncover the photo. So I'm going to show you what the photo looks like in the completed layout. Then I'll have some close-up photos for you. Until next time, may your memories always have a home on paper.